Hello shrimps, I'm back again. This week we're going under the sea, that's our new theme, and I thought I would bring you to a big fish tank. Look at that, children, can you see? It looks like under the sea. It's beautiful, isn't it? A fish tank, and it's got some fish, but they're so small that you have to look really carefully. So I thought it'd be nice if we could just feed some. Would you like to see some fish? I'll try and get them to come to the top so you can see. Okay, so they have a little bit of fish food. In the real world, though, under the sea, they would find their own food. So they might find some more smaller fish to eat and things like that. Anything that's dropped to the bottom of the sea, they might suck it up. Let's have a look. Right, you ready? I think I have to lift the lid. Ooh. Now watch to see if the fish come to the top. Oh, they're hiding. They're over here. Can you see them moving? There they are. Here they come. Here they come. I think they're called neons. They're little neons. So when the light is on them, they look so bright. Oh, I can see them. Can you see them? Wow, it looks like the bottom of the deep blue sea. They're really swimming about now. They're going faster and faster. And in this big fish tank, it looks like the bottom of the sea because there's a big shipwreck that's sunk to the bottom of the sea, and all these coral plants you can see. Wow. That's amazing. You could just watch them all day, couldn't you, children? Right, we're going to start with a lovely story today. I've got a lovely story, and you'll never guess who wrote this story. This story is written by Julia Donaldson, and that's the person who wrote The Gruffalo. She's wrote you another story, children, aren't we lucky? And it's called Tiddler, the Storytelling Fish. And there is her name underneath. It says Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. They are the people who wrote The Gruffalo, and they have wrote this story too, all about a little fish under the sea. Let's open it up. Oh, before we do, let's look on the front cover. So we've just seen this writing here, and that's the title. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words in the title. Tiddler, the Storytelling Fish. Can you help me read that? Tiddler, the Storytelling Fish. Do you think that might be Tiddler? We'll find out in a minute when we start reading, okay? And there's other sea creatures you can see in the picture. Wonder if you know what that one is. Octopus. Well done, octopus. Oh, there's something peeping there. What's that one called? That's right, it's a shark. Ooh, and then we have a seal. And one of these lovely creatures. Do you know what that's called? I'll give you a clue. It begins with seahorse. Well done. And up here, wow, look at that one. It looks a bit wobbly to me, and it rhymes with belly. It's a jellyfish. Jelly belly. Jellyfish. Right. Oh, I've got some little friends here before we read. Something else that lives and swims under the sea is a turtle. There he is. He's swimming by. There's the turtle swimming by. And a manta ray. Let's have a look at the manta ray. Big sea creature. It's got a long tail. That tail can be very dangerous. There he is. And if you've ever been to somewhere like Blue Planet Aquarium, you'll see these swimming. And here, oh look, it's the dolphin swimming past. There's just some of my under the sea creature friends. Right, let's open up the first page to read the title again there. Let's help. You can help me read it. Tiddler, the Storytelling Fish. Just says Tiddler there, though. Wow, look at all these pictures. I'll bring it back a little bit so you can see everything. A bit shiny. but you can just about see some pictures. Once there was a fish, and his name was Tiddler. He wasn't much to look at with his plain grey scales. There he is, just a plain grey fish. But Tiddler was a fish with a big imagination. He blew small bubbles, but he told tall tales. Sorry I'm late. I was riding on a seahorse. Sorry I'm late. I was flying with a ray. Sorry I'm late. I was diving with a dolphin. There's the dolphin. Tiddler told a different story every day. At 9 o'clock on Monday, Miss Skate called the register. That's the teacher under the sea. Little Johnny Dory. Yes, Miss Skate. Rabbit fish. Yes, miss. Redfin. Yes, miss. Tiddler. Tiddler. Oh, Tiddler's late, she said. Sorry I'm late. I was swimming round a shipwreck. I swam into a treasure chest and someone closed the lid. I bashed and I thrashed till a mermaid let me out again. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. It's only a story, said Rabbitfish and Redfin. Just a silly story, said Dragonfish and Dab. I like Tiddler's story, said Little Johnny Dory. And he told it to his granny, who told it to a crab. There's the crab children. Turn the page carefully. You see the pictures again. Wow. At 9 o'clock on Tuesday, Miss Skate called the register. Little Johnny Dory. Yes, Miss Skate. Spiderfish. Yes, miss. Sunfish. Yes, miss. Tiddler? Tiddler. Tiddler's late. Sorry I'm late, miss. I set off really early. But on the way to school, I was captured by a squid. I wriggled and I struggled till a turtle, here's the turtle, came and rescued me. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. It's only a story, said Spiderfish and Sunfish. Just a silly story, said Devilfish and Dace. I love Tiddler's story, said Little Johnny Dory. And he told it to his granny, who told it to a place. That's a type of fish. It's sort of a very flat fish. Can you see that picture? There's the place. Okay. Who told it to starfish? Who told it to seal? Who told it to lobster? And who told it to eel? Seal, eel. Did you hear? Those two words, they rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Seal, eel. At 9 o'clock on Wednesday, let's bring it back a bit so you can see it. Tiddler was dawdling. Ooh, what does dawdling mean, children? It means going very slowly. Dreaming up a story, his tallest tale yet. Lost inside his story, he didn't see. What can you see, children? What didn't he see? He didn't, excuse me, he didn't see the fishing boat. Oh dear, he didn't hear the fisherman either, and he didn't spot. Do you know what fishermen have? That's right, they have fishing nets. Let's see if it's going to catch him. Oh no, he didn't see the net. Can you see the net? Wow, that's a big net. There it is. Meanwhile, in the schoolroom, Miss Skate called the register. Little Johnny Dory. Yes, Miss Skate. Leopard fish. Yes, miss. Leaf fish. Yes, miss. Tiddler. Tiddler. Oh, Tiddler's late. Again. 10 o'clock came. 11 o'clock. Still no Tiddler. 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Where could he be? Far away. The fishermen were hauling in their fishing net. That means they're pulling that fishing net onto their boat. This one's just a Tiddler. We'll throw it back to sea because he was so small. The fishermen didn't really want him, so they threw him back. That was very lucky, wasn't it? Tiddler was lost in the middle of the ocean where strange lights glimmered. Wow! Can you see that picture? Ooh, look at all them fish. That one looks a bit angry, doesn't it? It looks like he's going to eat them with his big teeth. Oh no! And strange fish flew. Whee! He swam around in circles and he shivered into the seaweed. But then he heard a story that he knew. Wonder what that could be. Tiddler rode a seahorse. Tiddler met a mermaid. Tiddler met a turtle who saved him from a squid. Tiddler found a shipwreck. Tiddler found a treasure chest. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. Looks like this hermit crab's having a little conversation with his friends. And he's talking and telling the story all about Tiddler. Tiddler peeped out and he saw a shoal of anchovies. That's these little tiny oily fish. Excuse me, can you tell me where you have heard that tale, please? We heard it from a shrimp, but we didn't know where she heard it from. And they took him to the shrimp, who said, I heard it from a whale.
And I heard it from a herring.
And I heard it from an eel. And I heard it from a lobster. And
I heard it from a seal.
And I heard it from a starfish. And I heard it from a place. The place said,
Just a minute. Don't I recognise your face?
So this is the place, and he recognises his face. That rhymes. Place, face. I'm Tiddler, said Tiddler. I'm tracking down my story. The place replied,
I've heard it from my neighbour, Granny Dory.
Wow. 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Still no Tiddler at school. Nearly home time. Where could he be? Just as the fishes were finishing their lessons. Can you guess what happens next, children? I think you're right. Tiddler might just about arrive at school. Let's see. Ooh. In swam Tiddler! Yay! At 3:30. Sorry I'm late, but I swam into a fishing net. I managed to escape and I swam away and hid. I was lost and I was so scared, but a story led me home again. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, yes, it did. It's just another story, said leopard fish and leaf fish. Just a silly story, said butterfish and blue. It isn't just a story, said little Johnny Dory. And he told it to a writer friend who wrote it down just for you. So he told it to his writer friend who's writing it down. Maybe you can write a story one day just like him. What an excellent story. That's a super story. All about Tiddler. Do you think all his other stories were true? I don't think his other stories were true, but that one about the net wasn't it, children? Because we saw it happen. Oh, wow. And look, our fish tank looks like what was in this story. All this coral in the pictures and the shipwreck. There's the shipwreck and there's all these coral plants with all the fish swimming around. We've even got a little, I think it's a snail sucker on the side of the tank. It's come along to see you all. Just there. Oh, did you enjoy that story, everybody? I did too. There he is, right at the end, saying goodbye, because it's the end of the story, and I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Right, I want you to go off with your grown-ups, and maybe they have their own little computers, or maybe their phones. They can have a little look for you about some pictures about under-the-sea creatures. See what you can find out. And maybe you could draw some pictures of under-the-sea creatures for me, or make some little puppets. And if you do, can you ask your grown-ups if they can send me a picture? If they email it and look on the web page, they'll see my email address again, and then send them to me. And if some are really amazing, which I know they will be because you're all superstars, Mr. Bray might even put them on his celebration assembly. Wow, wouldn't that be good? Okay, so children, have fun with your under the sea stories. We have some others this week as well, so keep your eye out on the web page. But that was the first one. Let's bring it back here. Tiddler, the storytelling fish. Okay, you're called shrimps, and we had shrimp in that story. Right, see you soon.